Hello again. This is going to be, I usually make videos pretty much for people new to shooting, mostly on techniques and disassembly. I don't make a lot of videos on actual reload drill, shooting, all that stuff, because there's already so much of that stuff on YouTube. I don't feel the need to just throw out more repetition. But this video I want to make because, I don't know, I've seen a lot of new shooters do this, and it's specifically about how to properly utilize a pump-action shotgun. And it's something that every single movie and video game gets wrong, which may be why it's so commonly widespread in newer shooters. And we don't really focus on, I don't know, rapid fire with pump actions or combat applications with pump shotguns for the civilian, because it's not necessary. I mean, with a pump shotgun, the most you're probably going to be doing is defending your home, and it's not really needed. Police officers, military, they already know all this. But anyway, what you see in a lot of movies, and I'm going to talk about here, is, well, the old shoot and pump sideways thing. So let me just demonstrate this. So this is currently, of course, safety checked. It is empty. And what you usually see in movies, and I need to stop way back here because this is like a 28-inch barrel, but what you usually see in movies is when people fire with the pump gun, they're going to fire once, and then they either bring it down out of the shoulder and pump it, and then bring it back up. Or they just a little bit, sometimes they just wait a long time. Either way, it leaves the shoulder every single time, and for some reason I have to twist it sideways to pump or whatever. That is not the best way to operate a pump shotgun for the obvious reasons. It's no longer in your shoulder, you're wasting time, it's not conducive to rapid fire or accurate fire or anything else. The way you actually want to pump a pump action shotgun is, remember, every time you pull the trigger, the action is now, well, out of battery. It's now, you can pull the pump back again. So you don't have to take it out of your shoulder. You fire, your recoil goes up, sure, but you can just pull it straight back and forward again. Gun stays straight, in line, and on target. And what you want to do is you want to keep a little bit of tension on the forend, just a little bit pulling back. So the moment you fire, it already goes back and straight forward again. You don't even think about it. It's reflexive. It's automatic. It's practically semi-automatic at that point. So you can start doing rapid fire like so, very fast. And what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to splice in a video clip of me dumping 5 rounds at a shooting range in 3 seconds on target. And so I don't usually promote rapid fire, but just for the purposes of demonstrating how fast you can actually run a pump action shotgun with proper technique, I'm going to splice that in. Okay, so that's rapid fire and proper manipulation of the pump, and the second thing I want to talk about is recoil management. Because as you may have noticed in that video, the shotgun had quite a lot of muzzle flip. Shotguns tend to have a very heavy recoil. Obviously it depends on the round you're using. Something like birdshot's going to have mild recoil, but buckshot and slugs are pretty freaking heavy. And what I want to talk about was application of stance to negate recoil. Now you'll notice in that video that I had a lot of muzzle flip, but no problems with being pushed back or losing my stance or anything else. And the way you negate recoil with proper stance is the same way, it's the same stance with the rifle. What you want to do is, I don't want to aim over there because that's my brother's room, but first off, never chicken wing. I mean, that's a single basic thing. You guys can't see my right elbow here, but you see my elbow's down here instead of way out here. You want to keep your elbow nice and tucked in. And what you're doing is you're always going to be tucked in around the shotgun, around the stock. Your shoulders are in, your elbows are in, and you're getting as much muscle mass and your chest mass behind that shotgun. What a lot of new shooters do is they tend to step back like this. And you guys can't see my feet, but you guys can see my legs. A lot of people have a tendency when they're new shooting to get their legs perpendicular to the target. Because we have this reflex that when somebody's shoving us, we have both our legs in line with that force, it's going to negate the shove. Whereas if we're squared off to the target, we feel like we're going to get pushed back. With shooting, it doesn't work that way. Because with shooting, the primary thing behind the force is not your waist, it's your chest. The muscle mass is all up here. Whereas, so when we get our legs like this and aim forward that way, there is no mass behind my shoulder right now. I mean, you guys can see right here, there's empty space. All I've got just a little bit. Whereas if I square off to the target and get all my body up around the stock, now I actually have that body mass to help absorb the recoil, and on top of that, make follow-up shots easier. So with something that has heavy recoil, or if you're doing rapid fire with a milder round and that rapid fire will recoil, what you want to do is first off square off to the target, take one step forward just slightly, not hugely, but about one step forward with your non-dominant side. You want your toes both to be facing towards the target. You're going to bend your knees just a little bit and then just lean forward at the waist and tuck in all your body mass around the weapon. And that's pretty much it. So, thank you for watching. Practice with your shotguns. And remember, with a pump-action shotgun, if you just keep that little bit of pressure on the forearm when you fire, you've effectively got a semi-automatic shotgun now. It's really fast, easily controllable. So, if you're new to shooting or just don't have much experience with pump guns, remember, this kind of crap is just, well, Hollywood. It's ridiculous. Again, thank you for watching.